Marvin Marshall is all about promoting good behavior through responsibility in students. That's not about negative consequences. Marvin Marshall is really good at asking children what their responsibility is and letting the children make decisions based upon what they believe their responsibilities are.
Jane and Emma Jane kept on kicking Emma because we had a little discussion, and Emma wouldn't play with Jane on the playground at recess, and so she wanted a little bit of attention. So we had a discussion with them, and we talked about the procedures that we should follow if we want to play with our friend in the classroom, and we talked about what it means to be responsible and how they can approach that issue tomorrow in a more responsible way and ask when you need something.
So tell us about yesterday, Jane.
Well, Emma wasn't playing with me, and it just really made me feel bad. So when we were sitting next to each other for reading time, I just kind of started kicking her.
And what did your teacher do?
She told me that I need to make the responsible decision, which was just to ask her to play with me. And today she did.
What are you doing, Lily?
Drawing.
Is that our responsibility right now?
No.
What's something that you could do to be more responsible?
I could put my stuff away and read.
That's a good reflection. Thank you so much, Lily. Let me know if you need help. So today I just went up and talked to Lily. I used the Marvin Marshall theory of making her self-reflect on what she was doing, because kids are smart. You just need to give them the opportunity to work through their emotions and be responsible. So we had a discussion about what was the best option for her if she was being responsible at the moment, and I was really proud of Lily. She knew what she should be doing, because in my class we talk a lot about procedures and what we should be doing during lessons. And so she knew what she was supposed to be doing. I just had to remind her, and she took responsibility, and I'll follow up with her tomorrow. Mr. Davidson next door, his classroom is always crazy. I've been listening to him, and all week they've been in the bossy and bullying stage of Marvin Marshall's theory. And they need to be bossed to behave. But maybe next week at the faculty meeting, I'll mention this theory to him. Hopefully he can move to a level C, cooperation, and his students can be considerate and comply to him. But he is known as the school yeller.
Audrey, I've noticed that while I've been teaching and talking that you and Ben have been passing notes. How do you think that affects the class?
It's probably distracting.
Yeah, it is. What's your responsibility right now?
To listen to the lesson.
Yeah. So what should you do to fulfill that responsibility?
I'll put away my notes.
Okay, that's awesome. You and Ben can talk later at recess.
Okay, thanks.
Over the last couple weeks, I've noticed that Audri and Ben have really struck up a classroom romance.
Ben's like really cute.
Usually I try to keep my classroom at a level D, which is democracy in Marvin Marshall's theories, which means that students are pretty self-controlling. They are able to make their own decisions, make their own choices. But lately I've been having to focus on my teaching more because Audri and Ben have been passing these notes. So today I asked Audri about it, and she recognized that she needed to take responsibility for her own learning and actions and stop passing notes because, like she said, it's distracting. I'm going to keep my eye on Ben though and see what his decisions are. He's usually pretty responsible as well. I'm always super frustrated with Mrs. Davidson and her class because they're always super loud. You can hear them through the walls, you can hear them through the door. They're never in line as they walk to the lunchroom. It totally reminds me of how in Marshall's theory, she would be a big A. Anarchy. The class is chaotic. There's super distracting student behavior. It's just unacceptable.